These barren hillocks stand mute testimony to the devastation wrought on the once verdant and lush deciduous forests of Alirajpur district in western Madhya Pradesh in India. These forests were looked after by Bhil tribal people and used sparingly for their own subsistence needs before independence in 1947. However, thereafter in the 1950s, they were handed over to the Forest Department and soon commercial logging began for supply of timber to cities and industries. Citing the provisions of the Indian Forest Act, the Forest Department staff also prevented the Bhil tribals from cultivating most of the land that they had traditionally tilled and restricted access to the forests for its products. The Bhils had to pay bribes and bear beatings to be able to cultivate more lands whose productivity was reduced anyway due to soil loss and lower water availability from the massive deforestation that was taking place. Combined with the extortion by traders and moneylenders, all this resulted in the Bhil tribals slipping into extreme poverty. Man's insistence led to the coming of a new dawn. In 1983, Lalia of Atta village was severely beaten up by the Forest Department staff for not paying the bribe for cultivation and bled for 2 days. When a meeting was held to decide on whether or not people should get together and stage a demonstration against the high-handedness of the Forest Department, there was hesitation and fear on the part of most people. Then Lalia got up and said that he would commit suicide if no collective action was taken because he could neither take any more beatings and nor did he have the money to pay the bribe. Spurred the gathering to summon up courage to take out the first ever public rally against the Forest Department and formally register their demands for rights to the lands that they were cultivating but which they had been wrongfully deprived of. Over the next 2 decades, many mass rallies, demonstrations and sit-ins followed. However, on many occasions the Forest Department wreaked havoc on the tribals by razing their houses, beating them up and putting them into jail to try and break the mobilization. But the tribals, led by this man Punya, persevered in their rightful struggles. Punya had first protested against the commercial felling of trees in his youth in the 1960s and borne imprisonment. Later he continued his struggles along with others for the formalization of their traditional right to land under the aegis of the Khedut Mazdoor Chetna Sangath from the 1980s onwards. After 2 decades of struggle, he, along with many other tribals, is now in formal legal possession of their lands thanks to the enactment in 2006 of the Scheduled Tribes and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers Recognition of Rights Act after a sustained campaign by tribal organizations across the country. Punya in fact epitomizes the work of the Khedut Mazdoor Chetna Sangath in that he has also been an enthusiastic votary of forest, soil and water conservation to enhance the productivity of the lands to which entitlements have been won. The people have got together and revived their traditional labor pooling system called dhas, under which they collectively labor on each other's fields to build gully plugs, bunds and water harvesting structures. The same system is also used to protect the forests, and women have played a major role in this. Over the years, the once barren hillocks have become densely forested, and these have once again begun providing fodder and other products to the Bhils. The streams which had stopped flowing have once again become perennial, providing both enjoyment to children and irrigation benefits. While most of this work is done through voluntary contributions of labor, cash and kind, a formal organization called the Dhas Gramin Vikas Kendra has also been formed to source additional funds for this work from funding agencies and also for the livelihood needs of the 5 full-time workers of the organization. The organization conducts workshops on sustainable agriculture using the latest informational aids to increase the knowledge base of its members and improve their capability to plan for sustainable decentralized development. The thrust at present is on proper planning and implementation under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme to augment the natural resource base of the tribal members of the organization and ensure sustainable livelihoods. The Bhil tribals of Alirajpur, by regreening thousands of hectares of lands, are not only improving their own livelihoods but are also contributing to the mitigation of climate change and so bettering the chances of human survival as a whole. There is thus now a new joy and vigor in the traditional celebrations of the Bhils, born of the confidence of having re-established themselves as masters of their destiny.